What's up, people? Mike here, and this is Batman Arkham Knight, New Game Plus, and we are at Stagg's Airship. So this whole section here with the guard tower, in the first playthrough you kind of have to do this, but for New Game Plus, you actually don't need to worry about this guard tower. Since we already have the remote hacking device, we can just go to the top of the Wayne Tower and glide over to the airship and hack the door and just get right inside. So I kind of realized, like, as I was doing this, that I probably didn't need to do this area since I already had the hacking device. But at the same time, you do come back to the airships a little bit later. So not having this guard tower here probably would be handy because of that moment. So especially considering how sloppy this this beginning of this whole Predator is. And plus, I didn't even take the operator of the Predator drone out when I sabotaged it, so it was all kinds of fail at the beginning. But I ended up making it work somewhat, and see, now if I had thought about it when I took that guy out, I should have quickly put some explosive gel there, and I could have probably taken out 2 of those guys with the explosive, and I fucked up the combo, so I could have easily have taken all these guys out with the multi takedown. But I do get kind of lucky here, and I get a dual fear takedown on these 2 guys. I got completely lucky that I was able to get those 2 with that takedown.
Okay, I've taken out the most. Now to disable the tower.
But it's pretty much like after I do this and Alfred calls you on the bat phone, and because I'm skipping through all the dialogue, and Lucius shows up in there and it says go to Wayne Tower to get the hacking device, when I was basically realized, oh, I probably could have just not done this whole thing and just gone right to the airship. And so at this point I'm just like, well, fuck it, I might as well just go to, I need to get up to the top of the tower anyway so I can get to the airship. But even then I probably could have not actually gone to the panel. I could have just probably just glided over to the airship right now and just always be inside the damn thing, but it's too far past for me to re-record this. I'd have to play through the game 2 more times, and don't feel like doing that. I'll get more into that bullshit not the next video, but the video after. I'll go into more detail about that whole thing. Cough is almost gone, but not quite. And then this is me just fucking around and not getting the hacking device out for some reason. And then that's something that was in Arkham City and I think even Origins, where you could run slide at a wall vent and you could just go right through the vent. But it doesn't seem like you can do that in this game unless you have to have more of a running start than what I had there. And this is me completely forgetting what the fuck I'm supposed to be doing.
Soldiers are using an unmanned drone. If I can download the security code.
And I believe that this moment is the only time in the entire game where I've ever gotten 3 guys with one of these Predator drones.
I've got the codes. Now I can turn that drone against them. It's locked electronically. If I can find the control panel, I should be able to override it with the remote hacking device.
And then this is me still fucking around and forgetting what I'm supposed to be doing. It's kind of funny, like, watching back a lot of this stuff, and for some sections where I had previously on my first playthrough gone through these like a day prior to when I'm like recording the gameplay, and it's amazing how quickly I like forget what the fuck I'm supposed to be doing in some areas. And some of this dialogue, like, initially it doesn't seem like you can skip it, but eventually you can skip like the latter part of this dialogue. There's some moments in that where some of the dialogue, when you're talking to Alfred or someone, like, you can't initially skip it, but once you get to a certain point, then you can skip the dialogue. I don't know.
I should now have full rotational control of the airship stability system. However, the hacking device will only work within a certain range of any control terminal.
And this is the introduction to the gaining control of the airship and being able to rotate it left and right and move things around. And so for this box, I actually it really doesn't matter which way you move it, but if you rotate it to the left, you can just have it like crash through that window and just like it just crashes down into like the water or something. I'm not really sure where it goes, but and then this is me fucking up and climbing up the ladder instead of moving to the lower area. The introduction to this whole controlling the airship, this is one of the, I kind of feel like it's one of the cooler, like, puzzle elements. And then this is me taking forever to lock that thing so I can actually get through here. This is them introducing these dual knife brutes, but you can very quickly just stun him with the cape and just beat the living shit out of him. And then this next fight, this is when they introduce the medics can electrify certain enemies. I believe with New Game Plus, I think it's been happening sooner, but this is like the official. Actually, no, wait, no, I'm totally wrong. I'm thinking of the next video when that gets introduced. So I'm forgetting that you come back to this area in the next video. When you're eventually trying to get to the other airship, you come back into this area. So there's a point where after you finish this fight, you kind of have a Joker hallucination where all these enemies like just get back up, and it's just a continuous line of like them standing up, and eventually they like become the Joker, and eventually it just goes into like a whole like cinematic, and it's very weird. So I just didn't include it because of how stupid it is. And whenever you can get the brutes with the environmental takedown, you definitely want to do it just to speed up some of these battles. And skip around all that stuff. Sorry. And then the last part of this video is just this kind of puzzle where you need to move the ship left and right to get these boxes to move and lock certain ones so that they don't block your path and everything else. So I'll pretty much just let the rest of this play out, and I'll see you in the next part.
Poor little Barbara Gordon. Close your eyes. Can you see her? Cowering in the darkness, cursing the hero who failed her. She has become your weakness, your obsession, dragging you deeper into the abyss. I could have her killed right now. It would be cruel, sadistic, brutal. But I have other plans in store for both of you. About what happened down there. I wasn't trying to kill you. I was trying to kill your mind. So, we still pals?